broke. This won't break us. Not the ones who received a face full of saliva when nose to nose with adversity. Not the ones whose open hearts were met with fists when toe to toe with hatred. Not the ones who swallowed pride till belly swelled with promise and gave birth to do or die. And we did. So how can this break us? Not the ones who turn a lemon-flavored life into a gallon of sweet tea. You know the ones who could stretch that gallon into two when times get rough. How can we let this break us? We can't. Not the ones fed what was left. Turn garbage disposables into soul food delicacies. Not the ones who labored for a straight 15 hours of aggravated agriculture on a diet of scraps the dogs wouldn't eat. Not the ones who built cities and countries by working for free. The first service corps, however involuntary, we put the volunteer in volunteer opportunity. But opportunity is at a premium these days. Justified by tough economic times, but this won't break us. Not those notoriously known for getting $1 out of a dime. Not those who turned single motherhood into an art form. Long before a generation of fathers who were deadbeat, absentee, profiled, genocidal, and incarcerated. There were fathers separated from their families by farmers. Not those papas who've made a conscious decision to reverse these cycles. Nah, we can't be broken. Sometimes in desperate need of repair, but still running. Home remedies, Epsom salt and tussin in the country of a country that can't afford universal health care like we can. But that won't break us either, breaking only when the beat does the same. We couldn't afford piano lessons and our schools couldn't afford music classes. Salvage records blended together was the music we made, because these metronome heartbeat boxes work just fine. Bleeds R&B, blues, and jazz improvised. So even when our instruments aren't fixable and the money doesn't find us, we can still make the music with our mouth biz, and that's it. We're not broken like bankruptcies, businesses, or budgets. We've been sustainable in the face of amazing deficits. So why are we being punished for not going under, for not belly upping, for consistently struggling and not giving up on us? The infrastructure we've invested in is each other. Sat in church pews for generations, leaping out on good faith estimates of increased human investments, instead of what cultural critics or critical cultures our already revisionist education system can do without. But as long as we keep overcoming, we can't be deconstructed. Not those who've ever been bailed out a day in their history, nor those students who started peer support groups on recently segregated campuses because they got tired of seeing their classmates ostracized. Not those who marched for civil rights, not for themselves, but for women, the impoverished, the immigrants, and those that weren't their kind. We can't be broken. There are children, students, humans at the other end of these empty pockets, not just line items, just survivors who pride themselves on love. That's what we're funding, because that's what's fixing us. We can't break. That would disgrace everything our ancestors did. They made it through times way tighter than this. But no matter what the outcome, I think of Grandpa's lectures and dreams as the only stimulus I ever needed to continue to invest in my community. The manners, the meals and seats you give up to a visitor, the guest of any color, even if it meant you were eating nothing, a couch to sleep on, a visit to an elder who just wants a young pretty face to talk to, a professor taking a second after class to walk you through, taking a mentee to the park with you. No, not those that do that. Those things taught over generations can't be broken in 1 week. Those not discouraged but encouraged by the passing by of each resemblance of face and each additional breath taken, even when we can't get a break.